I decided as a responsible adult to get high. So that was lovely. I got so high on like New Year's Eve, and you know what I did? Okay, so I got so high on New Year's Eve, but there was no food. It sucked. I was just really starving. Like, it sounds fun that I got high, but it was so freaking boring. Because I was so hungry. Because all I ate was like a matzo burger in the morning on our way to like the town that my dad was staying in the little tiny community that he was staying in. So like 11 o'clock came by, I'm still high as fuck and I'm starving. So you know what I decided to do? I decided to like make this really questionable sandwich out of a questionable block of cheese and a questionable block of Spam and like very questionable yellow bread. I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys changed your opinion about me, but yeah, I did that. And you know what? I had to like unseal everything. Okay, the bread was like sealed up. It was like in a brown paper bag in the back of the fridge, and I had to like pull it out and move everything out of the fridge to get that. And I also had to unpackage the cheese from its wrapper. I had to get a knife and cut it open, and then I also had to open up the can of Spam. I don't know if you guys know how to open a can of Spam. I didn't know how until my sister, who was also high by the way, figured it out. So anyway, let's see. Show you a picture of this real quick of how this went down so you guys can get a feel of like what I had to do. So this little key is on the top of the can, right? And you know what you have to do? You have to like roll it around the entire can like that. Okay, I had to do that. And then I had to like bang the Spam onto the fucking counter to get the whole thing, the whole block of meat out of the can. And you know what? All of that doesn't sound too hard, okay? It doesn't sound too hard. But you forget I was stoned out of my mind, okay? I was so stoned that I didn't know how to do any of this, alright? I had trouble even like bringing out this big brown bag of bread out of the fridge. And you know what? I literally feel like it took me like at least half an hour to make myself a sandwich. Alright, I feel like it took longer, but I was so stoned that I was like doing everything really slow, like really slow. I remember turning a little key on that can, and then I remember like shaking it and all that, and it took like years. And you know what, like, okay, so I was so stoned, I feel like it took me like a very long time to do. Okay, it took me a long time to make that sandwich. I made a sandwich for my sister, and then I made a sandwich for myself because we were both stoned and we really needed to and we really needed to, like, you know, get a sandwich, get food in us because we were starving, and you know, we had the munchies. So and then my sister goes and sits down in her spot in her chair, and then I go sit down in my chair and I have my sandwich. And you know what happened? I sit down and I take my first bite of my sandwich. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking delicious. You know, I'm stoned as fuck and this is fucking delicious. It's very questionable, but this is fucking delicious. You know, I take that bite and I'm like, and you know what happens? My dad, who is also stoned, mind you, he was partying, he saw me eating my sandwich, and you know what he did? He was like, daughter, give me your sandwich. And I was like, no, no, I don't want to give you my sandwich. You know how long it took me to make this sandwich? And he was like, go make another one then, daughter. And I'm like, god damn it. So I like gave him my sandwich, and my sister sat there and laughed at me while I did my walk of shame back to the kitchen to go make myself a sandwich. Sandwich. Yeah, I had to give my questionable cheese and Spam and yellow bread sandwich away to make another questionable yellow bread, cheese and Spam sandwich, okay? And it took me another like half hour, I feel like. He was like, give me your sandwich, I'm hungry too. And I didn't want to give it over, you know. It took me like so long to make that sandwich, and I had to give it up. Oh, it's so sad.